So back in the garage on the 911 996 C4s. So what we're going to be doing today, we feel like we're breaking the back of this. Now I've got the MOT booked in 4 days time. Le Mans is in 30 days time. I haven't got enough hands for that. So time is approaching fast. What we're going to do tonight is look at where we're up to. So we know we've got the brakes done. So we've drilled out the cross-drilled brake discs because they were rusty in the holes, and we've blown out all the vented discs, scuffed them up. You remember we put the EBC pads on, which have got that scuffing pad on it, so they'll bring those back round and give it a good bite. We've got all the belly pans off, we've cleaned all underneath. We found some of the rusty spots and treated them, which there weren't very many of them, which is good. We've cleaned up round the arches. Let's try and find a torch. We've cleaned up round the arches, so we're happy with that. And they're all nice and clean, and there's been a bit of rust treatment on the back there and painted, so that's all done. We've got the arch to put in the other side, poor man powder coating, anti-roll bar. This one's the rear one, this one's the front one. So you can see they've come up pretty good to what they were like. So you can't deny there is a bit of pitting here, and the material is wasted a little bit, but it's not as bad as what it looked, because on this side it had blistered up terribly. And we've also got the rear cross braces there. Of course these are performance yellow, so this is going to enhance handling tremendously and increase brake horsepower. There's the rear cross braces, and these are the ones that were on, and you can see they were absolutely, I just tapped these with a small hammer and they're completely rotted out, so they are junk. What else have we got? Oh, let's have a look at our list. So what we're going to do, we're going to cross a couple of these big ones off, because this is again is the let's get to Le Mans list, not the what we need to do in the life of owning this. By the way, I'm keeping this, so it's not getting sold, so there's going to be plenty of work done on it, but we are going to come back to it. We're not going to do them this time. And the things that we're going to rule out now are exhaust manifolds, and the reason I'm going to show you that now and tell you why we can cross that off, because having first looked at it I thought they were going to fall off, but since then I've realised they're not. So looking at the history of the vehicle, what did we say we had here? What were the issues? We had, there's three things we're going to solve while we're down here, and basically I'm going to talk myself out of doing them before Le Mans, because it's not going to happen. We had an RMS leak. RMS, if you don't know, stands for rear main seal. So that's the engine there. I can't zoom out enough. That's the engine there, and that's the gearbox there with the bell housing. That's the bolt there between the engine and the gearbox. So you've got a rear main, so you've got the crank coming out the back of the engine, and you have a seal that the crank comes through, and then that goes onto the crankshaft, the clutch, and then onto the gearbox. It's that seal that's leaking, and it'll leak down between the gap, and it'll appear here. And actually, it's not leaked since I've cleaned it up. So I do actually wonder, is it the rear main seal, or is it happen to be, and it's not wet there anymore, does it happen to be the lowest point with this seal, which is leaking, here on the gearbox, throwing the oil out, hitting there, that is then, well, apart from this bit, one of the lowest points and dripping out. I'm not sure. But the other thing that I've seen, and I will just talk till I talk myself out of it, I have seen in the service history that the rear main seal was spotted leaking in 2009. So it's been leaking for a long time. It can be monitored. There will be at a point, probably when I get back from Le Mans, probably winter 23, when I'm going to take the engine and gearbox out. I want to do that. There's a few jobs I want to change on it. But the gearbox looks a lot better now. We've replaced the oil in the gearbox, which was black. We can now monitor it now. We've cleaned up all this and see where this is leaking out. Same again with this. This was spotted, I think, 2015 as a leak. So again, they're not urgent jobs coming on. Now let's move on to the exhaust, which did look like an urgent job. This could be famous last words and we don't get to Le Mans and back, but for now let's say we are. What we've got here is one side of the engine with the exhaust. And what on first looks like is this steel bracket here. These are just mild steel. it looks like this steel bracket with a hole in there and with a hole in there are what holding these three manifolds apart, and also fastened on with the studs there, there and there. You can see these have wasted away as well. Let's just, I think we're pretty zoomed in there, so you can see they are pretty rusty, and it's the same on this side. It's the same on this side here as well. However, what you will notice behind all this, here, and here through the hole, falling off in my face now, and here is a stainless steel plate. Now, I wasn't sure how this worked and how is this attached to this. Was it just some sort of a stainless steel gasket, and if these steel fracture here, the manifolds are going to fall off and therefore these will not be connected in. Now, what I have noticed is I'm going to insert two pictures of a manifold for sale on eBay, the same as this one, and it will show that this steel plate is actually welded to the tubes inside here, and therefore that's sort of in keeping its integrity. And I'm just going to show you on this part as well, while we're nice and cosy underneath the car, we might as well stay like this. Now, this was a part given to me by the previous owner, and basically it's a drilling rig. So these unscrew and you can drill them out in larger holes. So basically you're going to bolt it on, you're going to remove a couple of these when the head comes off, because those studs are going to just be completely wasted away and they're going to snap. So when I come to this job, it's going to be a sharp intake of breath and get on with it, but it is definitely not the full one before them on. So but what you'll see is, I thought what had happened here is someone had took this steel here off an old manifold and welded it to a piece of stainless steel to make a template, and I thought, oh, that's a clever idea, until I realised this is actually the manifold, and from this side you can see where it's been welded in round these ports. So basically this isn't a piece of stainless that someone has then attached the manifold to, this is what's actually on the car. And in those pictures. So I'm pretty confident that these manifolds aren't going to drop out, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs holding it in. There's no sign of blowing anywhere around them on the gasket. I can see the gasket and I can see the manifold. In fact, if we just get up here, let's have a look. I can see there's a gasket. Oh, that's a bit of rust in the face. We can see there's the stainless steel and there's the gasket there. Now, there is no blowing, so I'm pretty happy, barring some sort of fiasco on the MOT, that is going to pass, because they're not leaking, and we're not going to touch them, we're not going to tickle them, so we can cross that job off. So we're crossing off the rear main seal, the gearbox leak and the exhaust manifolds. They'll be done at some time, just not today. So there we go, we've got the new rubbers on these cross braces and ready to fit on, and also these are the diagonal cross braces, and this is sort of the cross brace left to right aluminium, which has been cleaned up. So let's get these on. Right, so let's get the rear cross braces on. We're going to put the diagonals on first. Try not to scratch the paint because we want to keep it nice and clean. So we're moving on to the rear anti-roll bar bushes now. This is a new one and this is the old one, and you can see they are quite perish and cracked. Right, so there we go, we've got the two diagonal brace bars fitted. So there's one there and one here, and we've got the anti-roll bar fitted with the new bushes at this end, new bushes at that end, and it looks a lot better. If you remember before, it was all angry and rusty around here and swollen, the bushes were swollen, this was all rusty down here. So that now obviously looks a lot better with all the suspension parts in yellow. Obviously it's performance yellow, so it will make it a lot better. Just got to do the same on the front end. Okay, so unfortunately the camera battery went flat, but there you can see the anti-roll bar is in place at the front. So we've got the new bushes here and the same on the other side. It's all cleaned up, or as cleaned up as I can. I've painted that part of the chassis rail there. It cleaned up okay, to be honest. Again, it just looked more angry than it was. Cleaned it all up. I'm going to leave it like that for the MOT, so the MOT man doesn't think I've done any dodgy welding, and then probably underseal it, or that Schultz stuff, I think, to just go over it and tidy it up in grey. What else have we done at the front? New pads, sorted the discs out, done that. So jobs remaining to be done. Secure the front number plate. New bolts. I wanted to get new spacers, wider spacers. I'm going to see if Porsche breakers, see if he's got wider spacers. If not, I'm going to put the 17mm spacers back on, the factory spacers back on. But you'll remember the actual studs have corroded. Do you remember that? The washers on them there have corroded. So I'm going to replace those bolts. More woes of aluminium corrosion. So let's have a look at the job list that we've done then for this episode. So we've done the rear cross braces, which was an MOT job. We've done the anti-roll bar bushes. We're picking the bolts up tomorrow. The MOT's booked in for Friday. It's Thursday today. Well, when I say it's Thursday today, it is actually Thursday, because it is ridiculously early in the morning, and basically it's dark outside. I'm going to work today in a few hours, so I need to get to bed. Front number plate I've got to secure and put back on, fix a broken under trays there, not MOT job, but we did some repairs with those earlier, but I'll have that's a separate episode. Misfire and tick over, chassis rust and treat paint. So that is it. It is very early in the morning. I'm going to be very tired in work today. But I needed to get to that point. I needed to get all the anti-roll bars on. Didn't help that I lost that bracket for an hour. But I needed to get to the point with all the anti-roll bars on, all the brakes done. All I've got to do tomorrow night now is get the wheels on, do a little bit more painting underneath, sort the number plate out, probably a few little MOT jobs. There might be the odd headlamp bulb out, tail light bulb out, brake light bulb out, because I say it hasn't ran for, well, it ran out of MOT in November and it's now May, so that's 6 months ago, and I hadn't really run it a lot, to be honest.